So, guys, I was watching the news today. There
Oh,
was like this big headline. Did you see that? Um, you see that actress that actually murdered her husband? It
no,
was
no.
like her. What was her name? Reese. Um, Reese. What's that actress's name?
Witherspoon?
No, it was with a knife.
TPC and Toy Daddies. TPC and Toy Daddies.
Toy Daddies unite, let's celebrate. Top 10 photos that make us salivate. Through the camera's eye, see the stories told. Loving toys forever, young hearts bold. Bold, bold.
What's up, everyone?
That was silly.
I saw Yimbo laugh, then I saw No.Chewing just like talking into the camera about something.
What's going on?
Oh,
Happy
boy.
Monday. Clearly, we're
What's going
cracking
on?
jokes.
Cracking jokes.
Jokes
It's
and jokes
Monday
and
night.
jokes. I broke my shoulder pad off of Wolverine.
Oh, it's
Oh,
okay.
I was
Buy
wondering
another.
why you look panicked.
Another $20.
Is that a Mafex? Mafex?
It's a C-Tex.
Nofex.
Ah,
Not Oh, that's way better than a C-Tex.
then you're good. Then you're good. The
I get-
Nofex.
So
Damn, that's good.
That is really good. Has no one come up with that?
but yeah, that's the it's a peg. This one was stuck. It kind of looks rad, but it's pegged in there. So like I can't. I don't know.
We'll give you the one if you want to give a
No, like
bigger
it's
view. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, look at that.
So I've already glued this twice so far, and it's just fallen off. And it's a ball peg under there.
I mean, just admit it, Yimbo. You just really wanted a Hugh Jackman Wolverine. You're like, no
I,
shoulder
well,
pad.
I
Pop,
dig the
pop.
look. I just like if I'm gonna keep the shoulder padless look, then I just have to snap this off. Like, there's no way I'm popping this. It's gonna break if I try to pop this out. But
Yeah.
what do you think? I mean, like, doesn't that look pretty good?
No, it looks good. Looks good.
I mean, it does definitely give like movie vibes.
Yeah.
And
$20,
honestly,
get
for
another.
I know. Well, rather than after last night's show, I'm over on my chat. I'm trying to, maybe just chill. So I don't know. I think I'll just snap it off because I have awesome Marvel Legends that have the shoulder pads. You know, I have the animated
I get
one.
it.
I have the astonishing. Maybe this will, yeah. I don't know. Hi, we have a fun show today.
That's
We
right.
do.
We have a special guest coming on to talk about the latest Kickstarter, Space Zombies from Mars.
Mars.
Okay, was that okay?
I don't know.
All right.
If you want to
Well,
keep
let's
going,
let's
I thought
let's
that was
bring
a-
Adam on, because we got him.
We love
on.
dead pauses. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
That's how that feels.
Hi,
Hey.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you guys? What's going on? You guys
Oh,
just talking about murders? That's cool.
That's our brand. Jokey murders.
That's what it is. Adam, I just wanted to say, like, it's like so great to see you and just develop like a friendship with you. When we go to the cons, like Legion Con, see you, it's really nice because you're a familiar face and you're always you are so busy. You are always so busy during the day.
Yes.
And yet you still take the time to be like, hey, come here, let's hang out for a little bit. You do have to do, the business side of things, but at the same time, you still take the time to say hello and be nice to us. So just thank you for doing that. I really appreciate
I've got a full-time job. I've got 3 kids. I work for Spiro. I'm doing this. Sleep doesn't really factor in. So when I'm at a convention, I'm at somewhat of an advantage, I guess, in some respects, because I don't sleep at home, so why would I need to do it when I'm at a convention as well? Yeah, no, it's just it's also the case that, like, I don't get to see everybody that often. I'm West Coast Canadian, and especially when I get to the East Coast, right? It's like once a year, maybe twice a year if people hit up like Joe Fest or something like that. But there's so many people that I just get to see for like one weekend a year. So I sleep a little bit extra before I leave, and then I sleep a little bit extra when I get home, which doesn't make up for it, but it's totally worth it.
Well, I remember when I became a dad, there was a stat that it's going to be like, it takes like 6 years or something to catch up on the sleep from just their infancy stage. So, you're just perpetuating it. It's fine.
And I think that's compounded by the number of children that you have, because then there's more of them waking up in the night, and there's more of them that, oh, I forgot to get my water bottle. I'm like, I thought you were asleep 2 hours ago. Like, where did you come from? What's going on here?
That happened to me last night. My daughter came down. It was like 11 o'clock, and she's like, "Hey, I finished my book." I'm like, "Why are you asleep?" What do you mean you finished your book?
You're like, Toy.Father's asleep right now.
Yeah.
Well, forget about daylight savings time. My kids were just they were still up like before I came down here. So I was like, guys, what are you're killing me? Like, so they're all thrown off.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That one's tough. I remember my buddy was gonna have his third, and he asked our other friend who already had 3, "Hey, so what's like having 3 like?" And he's like, "Well, that time that you have on your phone to like look on your phone when your wife may be taking care of the other 2?" And he goes, "Yeah." He's like, "There's none of that."
No, when people people are like, "Oh yeah, I have a kid," and like, "Oh, we're so busy with the kid," and I'm like, hold on. The kid, like, you have one singular kid. I'm like, you can tag out. You don't even understand. Like, the second one then occupies, the other person in the relationship, and then the third one, it just becomes feral. Like, you can't even keep track of 3.
And then you hear of those families that have 5, and you're like, how?
Yeah.
Why?
I can't wrap my head around that. I'll be totally honest. So I have 3 kids. They're 9, 5, and 2. We had a girl, and then I was like, all right, let's have another one. And we had another girl, and I was like, at this point, I'm outnumbered, and at this point, I'm rolling the dice, and it probably won't get worse for me if we have a third girl, but it might even out the odds a little bit if we have a boy. My wife was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Let's do it." And we had a son. So
okay.
So it worked out for everybody.
That's crazy. Usually, at least a lot of
statistically, it was a
girl.
terrible risk on my part.
Yeah.
Statistically, it shouldn't have happened, but we got lucky. Or I got lucky, I guess, in multiple ways.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 awesome. Well, we have 3 kids. I'll leave it at that.
3 lovely children.
Sometimes they're awesome. Other times, I ask myself if we should have stopped the
Well, just going back to what No.Chewing was saying about like people that have 5 kids, by the time that like 5th kid comes around, the oldest is like an adult by that time. So
you basically got a live-in babysitter until they've had enough, and you're actually chasing them out of the house by like introducing more kids, I think, at that point.
You're just replacing them. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I mean, we like you, but we think we might be able to do a little bit better this time.
Well, hey, we're really excited to talk about zombies, space zombies from Mars, and talk about the Kickstarter, talk about all that stuff. Before we do that, we should really get to the chat because it's bumping right now, guys. We got Grumps.
Hey, you know what was really cool? I took live phone calls last night. Grumps called into my stream. It was amazing.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed your stream.
I watched it. It was great.
How did you do that?
Well, I said I offered it only to my most trusted channel members, just to try it out. But it went really well, and I'm gonna look into like expanding. We should do that stuff here too, obviously, because it's just
Your actual phone number?
No. I gave the StreamYard link, so they just audio called in.
Oh, got it.
For
Yeah.
5 minute spots at a time. I think it worked perfectly. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
What's up,
That's
Grumps?
awesome. We got Josh Brown Toys of Josh Brown Customs. Go check out. He's having a fire sale. Literally a dragon
fire sale.
Sale.
Yeah.
All
Smart
proceeds
man.
go to the dragon. Yeah. Check him out. Jamie Lynn Parks, what's up, buddy?
And then Jamie Lynn also called in last night too.
No way, really?
Yeah, it was awesome, man.
That's
Wait.
awesome.
Hold on, just to give Josh Brown a little bit more breathing on here. This is his site, 30% off fire sale. So go hit up this. Oh, actually, I can put this in the chat too.
Yeah, put it up in the chat.
Perfect. All right, go on.
Yeah. We got Ray Paz. What's going on? How
What's
you
up,
doing?
Ray?
Can we get the pew pews ready?
Yep, I got the list in front of me. Adam, get your hands up.
Adam, get
Yeah, I forget. I watch you guys do it all the time.
You are a toy daddy tonight.
get your damn hands up.
You're, more you're the most toy daddy of us all on the screen right now.
You really are. You really
The
are.
daddiest of
Yeah.
them?
All right, we got some new memberships compliments of Josh Brown.
Thank you, Josh.
Introducing these 5 new members into the Laserverse. So let's check it out.
Entering the Laserverse, we have 88 Figs.
Ooh, way out there.
Up next, we have David R.
David R.
Coming in third, we got Cyber.
Cyber, also with an R.
Oh, yeah. Up next, we have Dave Bot.
Dave
Bot.
Bob.
Hopefully not a real bot.
No, leave our bots alone. It's fine. Coming in last but not least, we got Adrian.
Yo,
Adrian. Rocky reference. Awesome. Thanks so much, Josh Brown, and thank you, new members of the Laserverse.
That's fun, right, Adam?
I mean, if it's not fun, what's the point, right?
Right.
Where are we?
Yeah. If you're collecting toys, I mean, this is a whole thing, right? If you're collecting toys and it's not fun,
Well, yeah.
man, you missed the whole point. Like,
Or simple advice: stop.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just.
done. You're done.
Although it's
Reflect.
not just, it's not just toy collecting. I think I have the same feeling about people that support sports teams, and when their team loses, and I'm guilty of this. My wife can speak to this. If a team that I support loses, and I'm just like a jerk for the rest of the night, it's like, what am I've gotten better because because when she started pointing it out, I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is meant to be like an escape. Like, this is meant to be a hobby and something that sort of like separates me from like the sort of not fun stuff that I have to deal with. So
Yeah. Do you know, Adam? You know what my dad dropped on me once? He goes, I was all same, just walking around butthurt about whatever Yankee lost, and my dad goes, "You're ruining your day. Just think about this. Derek Jeter doesn't care about what's happening with you right now at all." And I'm like,
no,
duh, yeah, he
might not even
doesn't.
care about what's happening with the Yankees.
Yeah, that's true.
They
Like,
they lose, and for like 10 minutes on camera, they're like, "Oh, I'm really upset. We gotta learn how to do something better. We gotta come together as a team." And then in the locker room, they're having like espressos and like just hanging out and like counting their money. Like, they don't care.
Well, yeah, that was a game changer for my perception. Like, I have a different relationship with sports now. I still am super competitive though. If I'm involved, if I lose, I'm taking that to heart.
I'll be honest. I don't play a lot of board games because I get pretty heated.
I thought so. My 5-year-old daughter wanted to play me in memory tonight.
Mhm.
And I noticed she was trying to peek and cheat a little bit when she was setting up the board, so I had to crush her in the first round.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm firmly in the camp of, if my kids beat me in a game, it's because they've surpassed me in skill level in that game. I do not let my kids win, because Because then I'm angry, even if I've let them win.
Sometimes I pump
And they're
the
not
brakes
even getting
slow.
better. You know, if I
Right.
just hand it to them,
Yeah,
That-
they're gonna go play
that's what I
somebody
said,
else that's
yeah.
just gonna destroy them. So like, it
Yeah.
better it's me than some random kid in a
So we
schoolyard.
were in Switzerland visiting a friend, and the kid we went to school with this person, and they have children, and their oldest daughter was super into Uno, and we didn't speak the same language, but we could play this game, and it got really competitive, and she was like 8 at the time. And I'm trash talking her in English and in a little bit of Spanish, and she's getting so mad. And then my daughter, and like I taught my daughter how to play, I taught my son how to play, and they both have like similar attitude, like a little bit of smack talk. I'm like, I did a bad thing when I defeated this child in Switzerland.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that kid's gonna get better at Uno. She's probably like a Swiss Uno champion now, or
That's
something
right.
like that.
So I had one of those moments where my child has surpassed me. My daughter's 11 now, and she goes, "Dad, check this out." And she has a Rubik's cube,
hmm
and then she literally, it took her less than a minute, and she's like,
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I was like, you solved a Rubik's cube? You figured that out? And she goes, yeah. I was like, how? She's like, I went on YouTube and just
yeah.
did it. And I was like, do it again. And she did it again. And now we're at the point where we're timing her so she can get
Yeah.
it under a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I can't. There's nothing else I can do.
I have nothing else to teach you.
No.
I'm gonna go into the forest.
So is she
quietly.
moving out like next week, or
Yeah,
is that...
I'm gonna play with my toys, hon.
Yeah. I'll be in my playroom. Don't bother me.
All right, back to the chat. Old Grumpy Nerd, what's up, buddy? Ray Paz, how's it going? Dark Realm Diorama,
What's up?
Cal the Collector.
Oh, Carlos.
We got Apper Toy. What's going on? We got Andy Obusic.
What's up,
Go
Andy?
check out if you haven't seen Andy. Andy has a outdoors YouTube channel. Go check him out.
Ooh.
He's really trying to build it up.
Does he bring toys with him?
No, that's not his thing.
No, Andy, bring a toy. This is crossover.
Crossover.
That crossover. Yeah.
Crossover.
Take a
would
picture
be
of it
cool.
too, and then
Bring
Forget
a
about it. You
laser
got
man
so many-
figure. Throw everyone off. It's like, what is this shit?
Emerald Knight photos. How's it going?
Emerald Knight,
what's up,
congratulations on the Mezco Monday win. I wonder what you're gonna pick.
oh nice.
That was
That's
an
awesome.
excellent photo.
Absolutely stunning.
We got Rel Collects in the house. We got a mutual friend, the Collector 77.
What's up, man?
Hey.
No Chewing and I went over to his house this past weekend for a little get together. It was really nice. There were a bunch of different New England locals coming in there. One of them, it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun because
you guys were taking, you were ready, like posing figures, having some clam chowder. Was there clam chowder?
there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
clam chowder.
No,
Eating
no.
some beans.
should have been.
and-
What was the password? Was it white or red?
There's no, but he has an incredible toy room, and I made a little video that I'll be sharing tomorrow about it. But my goodness, that No Chewing has been there before. I went there, and I'm like, my gosh, he's constantly changing it too. Like,
Mhm. Really amazing collection. You could, like, we left after what, like 3-4 hours.
yeah,
Easily could have stayed another 4 hours, been like, hey, let's just, how about we just play on the floor for a little while?
like it was a real fun time. Like he had like all these topics he wanted to cover and talk about. It was like you could tell it's like, all right, I have this one meetup maybe once a month. Let's talk about all the toy stuff we
Did
can
he have like
while
Google
we have all these
Slides
people.
to like cover, make sure that he covered everything?
It's like, all right, what do we got?
Okay, we got to
No,
move
but
on.
he-
We got to move on. I
He
still got
had,
a bunch more.
he had one of the Star Wars things with the table and the hologram just shows up in the middle.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Not a bad idea, Chris, if you want to do that.
Yeah, please
You
do.
should do that.
But hey, Chris, you're so welcoming. Thank you so much for inviting us. That was a lot
great
of fun.
time. And because of that, I ordered SH Figure Arts Wolverine. I'm excited for it.
Ooh.
I got to play with Toy Fathers for like, I just kept playing with it. I'm like for like an hour. I'm like, this is incredible. I'm
I was like, this guy really likes this Wolverine.
okay, I'm gonna pocket this Wolverine. Chris will never notice. It'll be an empty box. So we'll just put it on the shelf. He'll never open it again. It'll be years before he's like, I wonder what happened.
Let me just check.
Like, where did I put that?
It's still here. Yeah.
No, I packed it up for you.
Yeah. David Steer, what's up, buddy? We got Alan Rappaport.
Alan
What's
what's
going
up,
on,
man?
buddy? We got Toy Blocks. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, saying don't trust them CT toys. You get what you pay for. You certainly do.
Nofex.
Nah, facts. Yes.
Dude,
Just
that's so good. Can you make a video?
So good. Nah, facts.
You're on it. That's the
All right.
next video. Has to be a
All right.
Nafex.
Aerolus, what's up, buddy?
Hey,
Let's see
Rallis.
photography.
By the way, Chris, if you were one of you guys want to throw up the Mezco Monday again, shout out.
Oh, yep. Tossing it up right now.
Love our wins in the community.
That is so awesome.
It is
So-
awesome.
It's beautiful, super creative. I see 78 points articulation diorama.
Mhm.
And now I'm curious what you're going to pick. The Crow, Michael Myers, or I think you have that, Spidey.
You already have the amazing deluxe. I would go with
Crow.
maybe.
Out of that,
Or
I would
second
pick Crow.
Spidey.
Or
Follow
second,
Yimbo's
I-
path.
I think I'd go a second Spidey.
second Spidey.
Second Spidey, put it on the Max Spidey body, or find the Rebel Tech version 1, do a Machu. There's a
Second
lot you can do. Second Spidey. Do it.
KJ, what's up, buddy?
What's up, KJ?
What's up, KJ?
He-
He has a new show on Mondays at noon called Barely Posable.
Barely possible.
Interesting stuff. Go check it out.
B Riviera, what's up? We got Machu Toy in the house. How's it going, buddy? We got Solo Sinner. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Solo Center.
Fun Picks 22. How's it going? It's good to
Hey.
see you. Thanks for joining us. Endless Fables. How you doing, buddy?
Ooh, Endless Fables has a poll up right now about some soft goods on some Spiro toys.
Ooh, check it out.
Good, yeah.
Oh.
We got Craig O'Neill. How you doing, buddy? Oh man,
There's
there's a
a
lot.
Greens from Dublin. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Always
Dublin.
appreciated.
Oh my gosh. What time is it there? Get those
that
vocals ready, Yimbo.
3 hours ahead.
4 hours ahead, I think. if I'm not-
Jukebox Hero.
What's good?
That was a good one. Pew pew. We got Trix Blast. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Michael?
We got the Crandall channel. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
Oh, DMC Photography. What's up, buddy? 88's in the house. New member. ChrisCon is not happening this year, but he's looking into it for another year.
Still to be decided about this
Oh,
year.
still to be-
Maybe,
yeah, TBD,
maybe.
TBD.
You know, keep an ear out.
All right.
TBD.
Ooh, I see
right?
Mateo Meaty in the house. What's
What's
up,
up, buddy?
Anthony? How you doing, man?
The Toy Odyssey. What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
If I missed
Woo!
you, I'm sorry. Put it in the chat. Well, you know, you guys are the best thing about this show. You make us laugh. You make interesting questions and also comments. And for Adam, when we're talking about the Kickstarter and the zombies and space and Mars, please put them in the chat. Let's talk about this, Adam. What
Bring
can
it
you
up.
tell us?
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
Here we go.
So that's the Kickstarter. So Space Zombies from Mars. This is a 6-inch scale line from the sort of mind of Arlen Pelche, who is a sculptor. He's been working in the industry primarily on 6-inch stuff for over 10 years, or I think this might be like his 10-year anniversary kind of year. So he's done stuff for Marvel with Legends. He's done stuff for Black Series. He's done stuff for Classified. He's done stuff for Mezco. I don't know what. It didn't occur to me to ask him until I was on your guys' show, actually. But yeah, this will be in the same scale as like a Hasbro 6-inch figure. So like not a true 1/12 scale, but that sort of one that'll sort of fit with all the other military lines that are out there, whether that's Classified or Operation Monster Force or Action Force. And it's it's its own universe. We're calling it the Nameless Universe
Hmm.
because we have other lines planned within this universe as well. But this offering, this Kickstarter to get the company kickstarted, is Space Zombies from Mars. It is astronauts and zombies from Mars. If you didn't figure that out from the title. So yeah, Kickstarter started March 1st. It will run until March 31st. And yeah, that's, I guess, the basic pitch. It is in Canadian dollars, so if the numbers look a little bit weird, look a little closer, and it'll say like about whatever for you or whatever. Because if you are a Canadian, they make you run your Kickstarter in Canadian dollars. So that's why it's like that. We asked if we could run it in US dollars, since most collectors, or sort of the majority of collectors are in the US that are sort of going to see this and back this. But they said no. I think it has to do basically with Kickstarter probably has like an office that issues like the checks or the wire transfers or whatever in Canada, just to sort of get around cross-border business licensing and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's in Canadian dollars, but you'll see the values in US dollars there as well.
Okay, so as we're
Super
going through the figures, I think the each figure is listed as 36 Canadian, so roughly $26 for people that are looking at it for the first time right now.
Yeah, the zombies are like 20. They were meant to be like, so we did all of our mathing in US dollars because all of our bills are going to be in US dollars. But then with the exchange rate, fluctuates a little bit, so we can't actually like set it from one day to the next. It might say something a little bit different, but basically the zombies are $25, the astronauts are 40. This guy's like $30. I think right now with the exchange, I think it's saying 31 for this guy. And then we've got an actual like physical vinyl LP and a comic book as well, 32-page comic book as well.
Oh, that's cool. Tell me about the vinyl LP. How did that come about?
Yeah, so Arlen and Ira, who are brothers. So Arlen's brother Ira, they both live on Vancouver Island, extreme west coast of Canada, literally into the ocean. And they have they've been sort of in bands and played music together for forever, right? And then hadn't been in a band together for quite a while, so they wanted to start something new. And they decided, over the course of a night, they were meant to sit down and kind of jam and kind of get some songs together. But Arlen had just got a puppy and it fell asleep on Ira's chest, and so they didn't want to wake up the puppy. And so they were just going through Arlen's designs for his astronaut and what he wanted to do with it. And the actual, the first kind of design, the first concept is actually the label on the record there. It was the white suit with the sort of skull. And so they kind of mapped out, the idea of what Arlen was doing with his design and sculpt stuff. And they decided that, like, wouldn't it be cool if we did a soundtrack that would go with it? And so they kind of created the story, they created the soundtrack, and they created Space Zombies from Mars, by coming together to sort of be a band. And the band is called Prometheus, which is why you see that.
It's a great name for the record.
Yeah. for a sci-fi brothers band. Yeah. The record itself is an original soundtrack, and it's very much like a soundtrack. It's like an original score. So most of it is instrumental with some like spoken word track over top that sort of adds to the lore and stuff like that. And then there's one track that it's sort of like a song proper. There's actually a country music song, which I will sort of touch on if we go through the figures. But the country music song is relevant to one of the specific characters. And so they were like, well, what if the song that like is relevant to that astronaut is part of the soundtrack? So,
Oh, man.
Oh, that's cool. That's good lore. That's good lore.
I love that idea because that's like that is definitely something that sets you apart from other Kickstarters with the lore in itself, like having a record and a soundtrack already nailed down to the figures themselves. Wow, that's pretty neat.
That's
I'm
cool.
just-
Quick, and I know that we need to go through all the figures anyways first, and I know this is the plan right now, but I can't help but notice that you say concept, and there's a little white version of a character on the LP itself. Any plans with that? Because that'd be cool.
For which?
For the white astronaut on the record itself.
Well, you can basically put that together with one of the astronauts and one of the zombies. So if you scroll down to it's one of the sort of stretch goal astronauts. But if you get the astronaut in the white suit, there you go. If you get that guy and then scroll down to the next unlock, you get the head that goes with it and the smashed helmet as well. So you don't get it as one figure. You would technically have to get it as two figures, but yeah, it's absolutely there to be sort of put together.
Well, I know which ones I like.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, those two are great.
This astronaut's my favorite. I think that kind of classic white with gray, a couple hits of red. That sort of spacewalk suit colorway to me is like, I don't know if it's like MTV that kind of embedded that white astronaut suit in my brain as sort of the,
yeah.
I mean, it's
everything we grew up
I know
watching.
it is like every
say
astronaut is in a white suit. But
Yeah.
I think that sort of image is sort of the one that's kind of burned into my brain. I really like the orange one as well. Those are sort of the two that are based in reality a little bit more, because the white suit is like the actual spacewalk suit and the orange suit is like the takeoff and landing suit. And then the blue and the green kind of make sense because you look at there are other science fiction properties where different factions within missions have different colored suits, so that's sort of how that came about. The green one for military makes sense. And then the blue one is sort of scientist, the blue planet coming from Earth, so it's sort of like that's where that kind of came about.
What I love about each of these the astronauts that we've been seeing right now is that they come with the head swaps. I think that's a really cool touch to say, like, hey, this isn't just one character, it could be two, and we're gonna give you that option. Not only as like, hey, here's an option, but you want a female astronaut? Cool. You want the male character? Cool.
Yeah, and that's I did want to point out that piece, and then also the diversity of characters that you have as well. As Yimbo said before, and we all say, like, representation matters. So it's really nice to see kind of like a slew of different characters that look different and can relate to different people.
Yeah, we could bring that back up. I hit the wrong. There it is. I was clicking around.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it's not an accident, right? Like it was. It wasn't like we weren't like, okay, here's the box. We got to check the boxes off. It was more that like these are people that we kind of know. Like, we look around. Not that these are people that we know, but we meant like, we have friends and family members and things that are not white beardy males. So like let's represent them in there too.
Freaking Yimbo mania around here.
The guy that walks around saying diversity is our greatest strength. Okay, I'm the jerk.
But it was, it was important to us, and so with the, the four main astronauts, you get the military guy comes with a masked, alternate head, which is, kind of an army builder type head, so that's a little bit less of an alternate in some respects. But the other three come with an alternate head. So, we got four astronauts. The names for the four astronauts, we got 2 men, 2 women. And then the alternate heads, we've got, the male comes with an alternate female head, and the 2 males or the 2 females come with alternate male heads. So, you've got options, you've got choices. If you want to have an all female astronaut team, you actually can. Because with the no, you can't. How many? Wait, let me count.
I'm opening them all up right now, so we're gonna go this all the way through. Let's see. So
we've got three female heads, and then I think 5 male heads just as it sort of shakes down, but
Let's see.
But yeah, you got options. So that's and then if you want them to be, zombie heads as well. Like if you include the female zombie heads, there's a few more.
Oh
and
yeah.
I've shown a couple of the main characters actually get zombified versions of their heads as well.
This.
Oh wow.
Oh, you're
As
saying from the-
unlock goals. They're
as
behind
unlock,
shadows,
right,
so you can't actually
right.
you won't actually see them when you look at them. This head pack though, I will if you
Sorry,
want
I'm
me
bouncing
to-
over.
You're all over the place.
Back
I'm
here,
trying
all
to
right.
keep up.
Slow down, Yimbo.
So the head
I'm
pack
excited.
is like the final stretch goal. It's the last thing to get unlocked because it is an additional thing. So Arlen just sculpted more heads, and he's like, "What should we do with these?" And I was like, "Well, let's just do a head pack. You're already getting, minimum 2. In a lot of cases, if we unlock everything, you'll get 3 heads with every figure. So these are actually 5 new unique heads that won't come with any of the figures. So, further adding to, the idea that if you want to get a whole zombie horde, you don't want them all with the same expression because that it doesn't, people will see your picture and be like, oh, he's just got 2 different heads in there. So I think I counted the other day, and if you include some of the zombified versions of the characters, you got like a dozen zombie heads. So you could have 12 different zombies.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, even just going through the. Here we go, because like these head sculpts are tremendous.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Oof.
Yeah, there's what do you get, like 5 different zombies, and I think there's like 4 different heads across them, and then the alternate heads are actually sort of in there as well. So you like tons of options.
Yeah, I love the variation
Sort of mixing and maxing.
Smashed helmet.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and the limbs are going to be interchangeable as well. So where the cuffs are for the bicep swivel and the thigh swivel, you'll actually be able to like pop. Yeah, so basically, that's sort of a representation of the limbs. So you'll be able to like pop and swap and sort of mix them up. So again, you don't have to have the same zombie. You could have 4 limbs that are zombie, or you could have just 1, or you could have 2 or 3, just to name all the numbers that are between 1 and 4. So you've got options. These are very playable and very sort of pop and swappable and customizable. Even if you don't own a paintbrush, you can still go well beyond what we're actually offering and kind of customize and build out this world. So
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
And yeah, like especially. Something like this, it looks like this will be something that, again, it will have the durability, like you were saying, in a comparable way to like Legends, right? So like I could throw that in a fanny pack with the parts. It's very easy to make those changes on the fly, and these could really be excellent pocket figures because I mean, again, it's zombies and Astro, so like you could turn any locale into some far off planet. I
was literally on vacation in Hawaii in January, and I don't have these figures yet, but I was like driving around and I was like, I wish I had these because this is Mars. Like the lava rock was like the perfect scenario to like have these figures. But I didn't have them yet because we hadn't even launched the Kickstarter at that point. But I couldn't help
Do
but
it,
think
Chewy.
that, like, yeah, absolutely.
We do have to take a moment to recognize the super chat that just came through, and please,
Absolutely.
never expected, always appreciated. First up, we have Machu Toy saying, "Gonna have to include some wet naps in the box, Adam, for the limb swapping."
It'll be a pack-in just for certain customers that we know struggle with clammy, sweaty hands. When
Joke's on you, Macho. I already made that joke in my head.
Didn't hurt at all.
No, well done. Thank you, Matt.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I saw your reel today too of Toy.Father. I saw your reel today of like being in the next guy in line.
My favorite comment that was from Macho, where he was like, "This was actually me. I was
Yeah.
next."
He was the next
Like,
guy.
I was next, and I was thinking all the things you said.
Yeah, where Yimbo was naturally like, shock oil in the Spidey. Machi was like a sponge. By the time I got it, was perfectly fine again. I'm like, this is great.
Well, I mean, there was a point, if you saw in the video, he did wipe the figure against his shirt. So
Ooh, that was fun.
so I'm
He's currently sweaty.
That's excitement. That's joy. That's toy joy at its purest.
forward like 11 and a half months from now, and you're gonna be like, I must have misplaced my Marvel Legends invite. It doesn't seem listed. What do you mean I'm not on the list this year? I was here last year. I thought
Hope.
No,
be
I
okay.
did
We'll be
tag
okay.
Dan and
Union
Ryan.
hands him like a towel.
I did tag Dan and Ryan Ting on that. Dan did respond with the laughy emoji.
Well, he was also there. He saw it.
Yeah.
I love how kind he was though, because you see a little bit of that in the reel, where Yimbo's putting on the wrong forearm, and Dan's just like, "Is that the right one? Is that?" The
he's
right
like a
arm?"
dad.
right
He's
arm.
like,
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
doing
no.
great.
Yep.
But maybe try this.
Hey, bud.
Don't know if you noticed, but the thumb is on the other side of the hand usually.
Yimbo, can you make the L's? The L's? Yeah.
I was nervous.
Adam, I was looking at, just back to this Kickstarter, I was looking at some of the like the launch bundles and packages, and I was looking at the last two because those are pretty much the ones that where you get like the biggest deal in terms of like bang for your buck. I was seeing the prepare for launch bundle is roughly $180 US.
Go to rewards, Yimbo.
No, I'm
And
going.
And you get 7 items, and that's I think it's about how many figures? 1, 2, 3.
You get 5 in there.
5 figures.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's I feel like that's such a great price. If we think about like going all in on a wave for like Marvel Legends, you get the equivalent of that, plus like it would be close to 200 anyway.
Yeah.
If not a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was very much a conscious decision because we're, like I said, we're looking at what is in the market currently, what the pricing looks like for something like G.I. Joe Classified, and we made sure that if you're collecting Classified and you look at this, you're gonna see the sticker price and be like, oh yeah, that's what I pay for a figure. So there's no shock, there's no kind of, we're not making any money off of this at these sort of prices and stuff like that. But it was important to us to get them into the market at the sort of what we see as kind of the correct price for this type of an item. What I will say is, the astronaut, as I said, is about $40 if you back it in the Kickstarter. MSRP is going to be $45, so it'll be a little bit higher, if you do order it from an online retailer.
Okay.
And we have had people kind of say like, oh, if you get 2, it's only like a couple bucks cheaper, and it's like, well, yeah, but we haven't really pushed the fact that you're already saving like $5, right off the jump in the Kickstarter. But the basic kind of math that I used is for each sort of tier. So if you get 1, it's 40. If you get 2, it's like 39. If you get 4, it's like 38. And I think the all-in bundles, whether that's the prepare for launch one that we have now, or if everything unlocks, we're going to have another bundle called the All Systems Go bundle. And those are the best value, per SKU. And I think the All Systems Go. So if everything unlocks and we do all 11 figures plus the record and the comic book, I think that one's $350. So it's like even better deal than the current all-in bundle. So we're really hoping that, we get everything funded, everything unlocked, and then, then we really have a really great sort of value proposition for that all-in bundle. That being said, 2 all-in bundles, whether it's the Prepare for Launch or the All Systems Go, are no substitution bundles. So it's one of everything that we will be making, which is part of the reason that we can sort of offer it at that price.
Now, that is the astronaut times 4 and Red Walker times 4 different from the all systems go one?
Yes. So the ones, astronauts times 4 plus Red Walkers times 4, you get to pick what's in that bundle.
Got it.
So it's still going to be like really good pricing. It's
that's
almost
about
as good as
240.
bundle, but
Yeah, that's about 240.
Yimbo, if you click on details, you can see what's inside.
Oh,
Yeah, I just clicked on back project. Yeah, perfect. In a world where some people just dropped a lot for a dragon or the prices of everything goes up because of tariffs if they come about or if they don't, like these are very reasonable prices in terms of just this product. And if it sounds like, and from what we saw, we did see some samples at Sparrow. They look great. The details look great. From Legion's Con. I really dug what you did there. And it sounds like you're trying to appeal towards the classified, maybe G.I. Joe, or you keep referencing it. So that's what I assume.
Yeah, no, I mean it works. It works for a lot of people, and hopefully, if you're not a classified collector, if you're not doing sort of 6-inch military, it's still going to work for you. The pitch that I made to like the Cosmic Legions folks is, imagine there's like a wormhole that brings a shuttle from Earth or something like that, and next to a Cosmic Legions, they still scale pretty well. They're a little bit shorter, but within that world of sort of aliens and unknown species and things like that, it still kind of works to have humans be a little bit underscaled. It'll work with Black Series. They'll be a little overscaled, with Black Series, but it'll sort of fit wherever you want to get them in there. I think Marvel Legends too. Like I was thinking about all the people that have those what if zombies of Captain America and Iron Man and Scarlet Witch, and they're like, I need more zombies to go with these 3 characters. It's like, well, there you go. There's your zombies, and the zombies are like $25, so you can get a bunch of those for less than what you're paying for Marvel Legends in a lot of cases.
Yeah, well, that's what I like. That like when you really, at least in our circles, I would say that, well, at least for the 3 of us, Legends are probably the most collected thing in our rooms, right? Would you agree with that, guys? At least for the toy daddies. So like, between Legends and then going back to classified, that's great. Like that you do keep kind of mentioning that, because I'm sure we're not alone in like those maybe taking up the primary real estate in our collections. So
yeah, I mean
the
that's what I'm collecting, right? Like you can see behind me, like I've got my 2 X-Men shelves, but I just don't display all the other stuff because I don't have room for it.
Right.
But yeah, it's just, I think these crossover really, really well with a lot of lines. And there's even people that have sort of like mentioned to us or commented on posts and been like, I collect zombie figures. And I was like, that's a weird lane, but hey, we're glad, to be here for you. And people that are just kind of like space, like factual space people that are kind of like, these are close enough that I can sort of, have a space shuttle kind of party.
There's a lot of crossover. There's definitely a lot of casual audience.
Yeah, and
we've
had I'm not interested in the astronauts, I'm here for the zombies, and we've had I'm not interested in the zombies, I'm here for the astronauts. And then we've had, the Josh Browns that are here for everything. I think Ray Paz is in the chat, saying the same thing. Like, there's definitely people that are sort of all in on this, and it's super flattering, and it's super exciting to sort of see people's reactions.
I think it's a really cool product. I think the offer is really cool, but I keep doing the math on price, and each like converting it from Canadian to USD. I'm just like, I'm with Grumps right here. It's like $181 for 7 items. Ray Paz is like, it's a steal. I'm like, I absolutely agree. But the launch bundle seems like super affordable.
Right?
Yeah.
compared to what we normally see for our figures.
It was, yeah, and like I said, like this was sort of, I had to kind of lean into Jason a little bit with this one too, with the Spiro Kickstarter that I sort of was a big part of. I said, if people are willing to put their money up now, they need to get a good value for their money. Like I don't want anybody to back this and feel like they're backing it out of like charity or pity or anything like that. I want people to legitimately like get these in hand and be like, I can't believe these were so inexpensive.
Yeah.
Because these are going to be made in the same factory as Monster Force, in the same factory as Mythic Legions.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So these are going to be like head to toe painted,
Mm-hmm.
like really, really nicely, sculpted, nicely made, very well painted. So you're going to get a quality product here. Like, we're not cutting corners in that respect. So yeah, I can't wait for people to get these in hand. And I think the value's there now when it's a Kickstarter, but I think when you get them in hand, it's going to be, even more apparent that these are well worth what we're charging for them.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Plus, like when I first got into like Cosmic Legions, I had this kind of vision for having this, space suited thing. But, as we know, when it comes to photography and scaling, I'm happy I have those, but they don't really blend all that well with what I have. So like this really does fit in. I'm like,
It's scratching that.
I
itch,
want to,
right?
I would totally have it squat. Like, why not have it squat? Like,
things
it's
that I'm thinking about right now.
I love space.
I keep scrolling through the options. I'm like, I could recreate that scene from Guardians 3 where they all have different colored spacesuits and they're about to, get into that jail facility, or I get the orange one and pop on like a Wolverine head and have that Wolverine space combo that I've always wanted.
I hadn't even thought of that one, but now I'm like, oh yeah,
that'd be good. The blue could be a nice variant too, because the toy came out in both ways. But yeah, there's some options that could be had in that scale.
I mean, I think you really hit, like, you really kind of batted home for a few people, just saying the kind of the right words. Same company that is doing Monster Force, or same factory that's doing Monster Force, same factory that's doing Mythic Legions. These are companies that have been doing it for a while. Company that's been doing it for a while, and know what everyone likes in terms of their figures. So
well, and we know that everybody
awesome.
likes different stuff. So like we realize that, like, there's going to be people that look at this and just aren't into it, and that's fine too. And to those people, if they do want to take pity on us, share the link, with friends and stuff like that. You don't have to sort of back it financially to help us out. So, if anybody's looking at this, or sort of watching this and thinking like, I can't imagine anybody's thinking this, but they're hearing me talk and they're like, hey, that guy seems kind of cool. I'm not into the figures, but I want to help out. Share a post, share the link to the Kickstarter. Just sort of, we need to get eyes on the project, and sort of to make this happen. So, anything helps. Being on here helps. I appreciate you guys. Toy.Father, you asked me right before we launched, so when does the Kickstarter launch? Thank you for that. It launched a week ago.
If you didn't do it, I was gonna bust his chops on the stream. I've been the punching bag of late, so Chris was gonna eat a couple rib shots for that.
No, but it's been like, you guys already mentioned the Dragon. We already talked about Toy Fair. Like, ZoloCon was last weekend. Like, it's a super, super noisy time in toy collecting right now. So, there's a lot of people that still haven't heard about this. So the more we can get out in front of, these ToyTube audiences and sort of just talk about it, the better. So it's, despite you not knowing that we'd launched, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be talking about it because, we've been working on this for a while. Arlen's been working on this for a few years. Arlen and Ira worked on the soundtrack and the lore for a couple years, leading up to when they even met me in real life, and sort of we decided that we were going to start a company and do this. So this is truly like a passion project, and we really can't wait to sort of get deep into this. To that point too, all the sculpts are done. Arlen's done all the sculpting, all the files are ready to go. We just need the funding to take this to the factory and get going on production. So to that point, we're a lot further along in the actual process of making toys than you often see. And the next step is to actually get like the factory to start printing the first samples for us.
That's awesome.
Well,
Very cool. Very cool. I left a link in the chat. We talked about like just spreading the word, sharing a post. I left a link in the chat for the Nameless Toy Company's Instagram page. Give them a follow. They're posting some stuff there. Share that stuff out. I agree with Adam. Just getting the word out is a big, big step.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
And
Adam, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to show again. We keep mentioning the value that we clearly see in this, and obviously our friends in the chat also. But in case anybody's still questioning, just with pricing and all the things, take a look at what is currently up, for instance, in a Marvel Legends realm.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
but you get that Cosmo Build-A-Figure. I mean,
right, the Cosmo is great. No, I'm just saying in terms of value. Look at what you guys are providing. Yeah. It's really tremendous. That's all I wanted to point out. Is that again, like if you were to go in that all-in direction, the prepare for launch. It's great, man. It's right there.
Yeah,
I'm seriously contemplating.
It's I can't I'm glad that you guys are bringing it up, because like it's hard for me as the guy that's trying to sell you guys something to be like, hey, you should buy this because don't you see the value in it? Like it kind of sounds like disingenuous, and it's maybe that's the Canadian in me that I kind of like I'm not the salesperson that people might expect me to be. But it was really important to me, as somebody that has this many figures on my shelf. Mm-hmm. That this made sense, right? That this, we're not trying to charge, an import fee, price for something that, for all intents and purposes, is very much what you would see on a domestic shelf. We needed it to be in line with what you get, or better, right? I think you're sort of touching on it, Yimbo. That if you look at this figure right here, Guy Garrison, right? You get. Right. Marvel Legends, you get a figure, maybe an extra set of hands, maybe an accessory, and beyond that you have other lines within the Marvel Legend line where you get a couple sets of hands and a couple effects or whatever.
Right.
For $40, you're getting right now, if we don't unlock anything, you're getting a figure, you're getting an alternate head, you're getting a backpack, you're getting a removable helmet, you're getting hoses that sort of plug those things in, you get 2 weapons. You get 3 extra set of hands. You get that cool little classified manila folder there as well. If we unlock everything, you get 3 more sets of hands. You get another head. You get what may or may not be a leg, and then you get that whatever that little sort of thing is in the middle there. So
dare I say, Adam, that you are offering a maximum value at the price point
than I do. Yes,
at the price point that people were expecting something like this in this range. Just
I think for $40, this is like you said. I think this is maxing out what you should be able to get for $40.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, no, the value,
and that's again
running all the numbers.
The hidden, if we get those unlocks, it's just the cherry on top. The value is already easily packed into this, and then there's still the opportunity for more, which is so
and there's
cool.
some really cool items on each of the astronauts, like that one you saw, the classified item. Cool. There's a camera here.
Yeah, and what's next to that?
We're in the ToyPic community. That
Mars
is
rocks.
Useful to have in a 6-inch scale for those who don't already have a camera.
Yeah, I mean, Can we go through these like one by one, and I can point out like the
Oh,
cool
yeah.
shit that's
Yeah,
going on
sure.
here? That camera is like awesome. Arlen sculpted that, and it's like bang on to like an analog camera, like a winding camera. So
Yeah.
on the top, it actually has like the winder, but it's sculpted in and everything. Like all the details are in there. Yeah, that little one there.
Wow.
What's that little thing
It
next to
looks like a teeny tiny camera. It doesn't look like somebody was like, oh, as an afterthought, let's sculpt something to kind of pack in there. Like it looks like an old, Canon AE1 or something like that.
That's awesome.
Like
It has all the details.
it has all the details.
That's cool.
Those sort of mechanical arms there, the claws will pinch, and
Ooh.
you'll be able to bend them.
Jeez.
Not they won't be bendy. They'll be like jointed. So
Okay.
where all those circles are, there's a joint, and those will spin
Yeah.
as well. So you'll be able to kind of like pose them up however you want. They're the same peg hole as the hoses. So there's sort of you can customize in that respect too. So if you slide over to the astronaut, you'll see.
Sorry. My
No,
bad.
it's all good.
Oh, okay,
It's all
there
good.
we go.
You'll see those two sort of little circles in the chest with the red around them.
Okay.
So those are ports, and we'll have little plugs that go in there, so you can pop them out if you want to plug something in. But if you don't want to, there won't be a weird hole. You'll be able to put the plugs in. The backpack has, I think, 7 of those ports as well, 3 on each side, and then 1 sort of right in the middle. So you'll be able to port the arms in there or the tubes in there. I think it might have been Machu actually that mentioned that you could plug the arms into the torso if you wanted to, because it's the same size port as the hoses. And then if you look at the other astronauts where they had like one of them has a drill, and the drill actually separates into 2 pieces, and you could put the claw on the little handheld thing, but you could also put the drill onto the arm.
Wait, that one?
Or that. So that too. So you can see how it has like a handheld, power tool type thing look to it, and then it has that little buzzsaw bit. That buzzsaw bit will come off, and it would actually go onto the arms.
Oh, or like this one. This is the one you were talking
Yeah,
about, Sarah.
yeah,
Right? Okay.
yeah. So there's like, interchangeability with the accessories as well, not just the figures themselves.
Nice. I love the ukulele.
The ukulele, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the character that like loves music.
So
She loves
cool.
country music,
Mhm.
and so there's like her favorite artist actually performs a song on the soundtrack. So it's like an in-universe country music star that has like a song, which is
That's-
just like it's the cool
That's-
layers that they've
yeah,
come up with
yeah.
the lore and stuff is like
That's
super
awesome.
super fun.
I mean, I don't own a ukulele in 1/12 scale, so this would be. I was already in for the orange one anyways, but the ukulele puts on.
Can
top.
I just add too? I sort of gush about Arlen's sculpts all the time. Before he sculpted action figures, Arlen's profession was teaching people how to craft stringed instruments. So this
Oh, wow.
ukulele is not only a cool accessory, but it is 100% accurate in scale to an actual ukulele.
I thought you guys
So
said
the
something
frets-
ridiculous, like is 100%
frets are
playable.
No, there's no string.
Yeah, I thought
I
you were
keep
gonna say it was
joking that
playable.
Arlen's gonna make all these, so he's gonna make one for every orange astronaut, and he's gonna put it in there. No, but it's like the strings are spaced correctly, the frets are spaced correctly, like everything about the ukulele is like 100% accurate.
That
Oh
is
my
really
That's
gosh,
awesome.
that's incredible.
That'd be an
It's-
amazing.
it's
exclusive
crazy
for a
that he
future
took that
con,
much
Adam.
time.
Write that down. Arlen makes a ukulele, like a real one,
Yeah.
and that's the exclusive for the con to sell.
Oh, that would be cool. He could. I mean,
I-
he
yeah.
he
I'm
could-
giving you the idea. It'll be great.
Have you ever seen the comic about Pac-Man being a yellow astronaut and ghost where they're dead friends?
No, but I
not.
want to.
Yeah.
Do we have a
But-
yellow astronaut in this line?
No, not yet.
future.
We have a. I say not yet, as though we're gonna have a yellow astronaut. I don't think we're gonna have a yellow astronaut, but by the grace of the backers and things like that, we do have a yellow figure, in a suit, sort of planned. So
I do have. You did send me some pictures. Do you mind if I share it about this
Yeah.
yellow astronaut that you're talking about?
go for it. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Awesome.
I mean, why not?
Just wanted to show you guys.
You could bring it.
Can you bring it up? This.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, so you were talking about like jumping to different portholes and whatnot.
Mhm.
Obviously, this one came into the Laserverse. Larry Laserman becomes a zombie. I mean, I really appreciate you putting this in as one of your tiers. So thank you.
We know the demand is there. We know that the demand is absolutely there, and we didn't. You know, we've held this one back a little bit because we didn't want to overshadow the rest of the figures.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Totally.
stay tuned. Stay tuned for Zombified Laserman.
Yeah, that is definitely, you know, we talked about how accurate the ukuleles were. This is not as accurate as the ukuleles.
Can I give you this slow clap, Chris?
Solid.
Here's the thing. If I'm ever in a position to facilitate like even a Laserman homage, I am trying as hard as I can across all the like toy lines that I work with or like chat with. I'm like, hey, I've got an idea. Like I'm pitching your pitch, but in a slightly different way.
I'll give you the songs. I'll give you the figures themselves.
I keep telling them like it's all there. Like you don't have to write the bio. You don't have to write the theme song. You don't have to like it's all there. And I'm pretty sure the licensing would be pretty inexpensive.
We have at least 12 people who would back that in this chat.
Yeah, that's that. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess that's not.
You know,
far off.
that being said, because you have the astronauts in your line is pop and swap, you do need a yellow astronaut to pop with the red one.
Then you could get there, right? That's the other
We're
thing.
here in a kit bash sense, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't.
I'm trying.
I don't know if you know this, but the Toy.Father, he's very big into his Laserverse custom community that he's building. It's got a whole custom. It's great. The community though.
Oh, it's great. I and honestly, and you, I mean, you guys know this. Like, I genuinely think the Laserverse is like super fun and like super unique, and I take it pretty seriously. I genuinely think there's like something there. I mean, I'm licensing and IP infringement aside. You know, I think maybe the figure, an homage figure, could sort of pop up.
It could work. It could work.
Absolutely.
What I really like about Zombified Laserman is the contrast of the Dio that I chose.
Yes.
This one is from Al
Home on the farm.
This one's Al_figures. I got it over this weekend at Chris's house. Check him out. He's an awesome Dio maker. This Dio itself, like I brought this home and my kids loved it. And my youngest took photos with me with her Hello Kitty stuff for like an hour, and it was pretty awesome. But Adam, you're welcome. You can feel free to use it. Yeah, I don't want to take any more time away from this one, but you know what I really like about the astronauts themselves are those helmets.
Yes.
Yeah. We got two different helmets. So we've got here. Let me throw a little more lore in here so that when I sort of explain this, it makes a little bit more sense in context. So we've got the glow in the dark Kickstarter exclusive, and then we have Spike Spectre. It says retro, and then we have the Red Walker retro. So the majority of the Kickstarter takes place on a particular space mission called Red Dust 2. But there was a previous mission to Mars, which was Red Dust. Red Dust launched in the 60s. And so you get the retro, styled suit, which is sort of a 1960s suit. So that's why it has that kind of pulpy 50s, 60s sci-fi look with the fishbowl helmet, the Mars Attacks looking pistol there, and kind of like a different sort of throwback look. And then
Even
for
the name Spike Spectre sounds like it's from the 60s.
yeah. And then the
Yeah, look at the
zombies come with the smashed astronauts helmets, but the retro zombie comes with a smashed fishbowl helmet.
Mm.
And
I like that.
again, you know, for toy photographers, I think this will be important. It sort of connects to a circle, so you can actually rotate it, you know, 360 degrees, so you could get alternate, you know, smashed looks, so you don't have to have the same looking smashed fishbowl for, you know, multiple zombies.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, just thinking of the depth and composition just from the rotation, that's fantastic. Because you can see the you know,
Yeah.
right from the render right there, just like the peaks and valleys.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, I mean, like this one is you're locked in, but still like that. Oh my God, that's so good
Oh my
too.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's just so great.
Now you can if you get that last package, what was it called again? Well, for the launch package,
Yep.
is this one still included?
No, so right now the ones that are sort of out, sort of for the launch package are the green astronaut and
Okay.
green zombie, blue astronaut, blue zombie, and then the glow in the dark Kickstarter exclusive, which is the red glow in the dark retro zombie.
Got it. And these are unlocks.
These are unlocks. Now, what I will say about the unlocks is that we really, really want them all to unlock. So the funding goal to everything being unlocked is a difference of like $50,000, and there's like 6 figures in there plus the pack-ins, so they're sort of like $5,000 to $7,000 from one unlock to the next. There's no big jumps where like you're like, well, that one's a bit of a stretch, like that one might be too far out. We're hoping that, you know, once this thing funds, and you know, like once it funds, I think it's like $7,000 to get the next unlock, and then, you know, you kind of we're hoping that they kind of just like fall like dominoes, where like every day, you know, the next one kind of unlocks. And I think I truly believe that, you know, when this funds, that's going to just sort of open up the sort of floodgates to the unlock goals, the stretch goals getting unlocked in a pretty quick fashion.
Sure. Yeah.
Yimbo, can you go into the campaign and so we can look through the unlocks?
Go to back or something.
Remember?
If you just scroll down from there,
Yeah,
you'll scroll
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
There's the articulation. People,
yeah.
I mean, you guys didn't ask, but other people have asked.
Oh,
So we actually added that recently.
Okay.
Tons of articulation on this thing.
Jeez.
Butterfly
I mean,
joints,
again,
double jointed knees and elbows.
I'm glad you did point this out, but because like for us who have been like inundated in the toy stuff, like I go, oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. All right.
Yeah. You just see it, and you're like, yeah, that's fine.
I know how that'll move.
But yeah,
there you go.
torso wise, like you've got the upper, you've got the sort of the core, and then the underpants, and those are on ball joints, so you'll get rotation as well as, you know, forward and back. So no ab crunch, no like weird kind of shelf cut to rotate at the waist. The neck is a separate piece from the torso, so you get that sort of side to side in the neck, as well as the articulation for the head on top of the neck.
Nice.
So you're gonna get, you know, really nice movement with this. I was gonna say natural, but it's not quite natural. Bodies don't have joints that look like these, but trigger hand is gonna be a vertical hinge. C grip is horizontal hinge. So, you know, thinking about things like that, and you know how parts of the body kind of move was really important to Arlen, and he wanted to make sure. He keeps messaging us, and he's like, I tweaked the butterfly joint a little bit more so it moves even better. And we're like, we've never seen them, you know, like physically printed with the articulation, and he's still just improving it sort of behind the scenes. He's like, I think it could be better. And so he just kind of tweaks something and sort of adjusts it. But yeah, these things move really well. He does have one older sample, and when he sort of poses it up, he's like, but it'll be better than this. And I'm like, it looks amazing. Like, what are you, what are you talking about? Like, he's like, well, this one doesn't, the knee doesn't bend as well as it does now, or like the arm doesn't come as far forward or whatever. So, yeah, these are going to be amazing. figures in hand.
Yeah, see that? There it is, Chew.
That's awesome. I didn't realize. I mean, they're in space.
Drop down
suits.
hips.
Normally, I have to like think like, all right, what would Machu say if I said, "Oh, where's the butterfly joints?" Like they're in spacesuits. Why? Why are they doing crossovers? I'm like, all right, got it.
You know what though? People did say like, well, they're in spacesuits. Wouldn't they have limited articulation? And yes, but if
But-
you want your astronaut
fun.
to hit a hero pose, he
Mhm.
can now. So, like,
Yeah.
so you why not both, right?
No, I
like,
love that. I love that.
Come
I
on, guys.
appreciate
We're talking
that.
about zombies and Mars. They can have good articulation too.
But that's the other thing. You don't want your zombies to have difficult articulation. You want them to be all like crooked and kind of like sideways and like never straight. So you need the articulation to be in there for the zombies. Probably
Mhm.
more so than for the astronauts.
Thinking of physics-wise, when you've laid out this lore, have you thought about how zombies are affected by the gravity? Putting you on the spot.
We've chatted about it a little bit. We're kind of leaning into like the sci-fi world. Like I think of The Expanse, where they have boots that just keep them on the ground.
Mm.
It's never
Okay.
really explained. It's like just click the heel,
Just-
you'll be fine. You'll just walk
Yeah.
around like normal. Meanwhile, like fluids just float around and stuff. And you're like, that doesn't. Okay, well it doesn't.
Don't think
seem
about
to-
it too much.
You don't think about it too much. It won't drive you crazy, but
But that
Uh,
that would be cool for the comic art in terms of just like the blood just being splattered and like floating away, like kind of an invincible when
it
in a
will
fight
come
scene.
up. Yeah, it will come up for sure. Yeah, there's definitely sort of moments and instances where, what would happen? What would the gory details be of, Well, I mean, there's gore parts that are included in those shadows. So
Mhm.
there's blood and guts, and it will it will be messy.
Got it. Man, these just look so great. Jeez, I don't know. You
Okay,
kind of sold
so
me.
with the unlocks, let's go all the way up to the very first unlock.
Yeah, we keep getting off track.
No, yes.
We have to talk about the top 10 tonight.
Uh,
Still.
Yeah, we do.
Probably.
I'm,
So the
I'm- you
first
know, I'm here
goal.
for- I'm here for that too. I'm not. I don't want to take up those very talented people's time that got their pictures in.
So the very first unlock is Spike Spectre,
Mhm.
Spectre, which we've already looked at, but it unlocks at 180,000 Canadian, 126 approximate for USD.
Yeah.
Looks really fantastic. I love the little mask thing it comes with.
Yeah, that's actually it's more than a mask. So I actually have it right here. It's actually a helmet.
Wow.
So that's sort of the mask aspect of it with
That's
those
gnarly.
bloody teeth. But it's actually a helmet, and it's actually sculpted so that you'll be able to see his eyes. You can kind of see through the eye holes there. So Spike Spectre will wear this, and you'll actually be able to see his eyes in there. It won't just be blacked out. But yeah, very, very cool. You get a bit of gloss black on there with those kind of alien-inspired looking details. Yeah, very cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. So is he like a main villain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoilers, Chris. God.
Yeah, no, I mean that's part of the Kickstarter
Well,
is kind of got
yeah,
some
you-
spoilers just built in. There's not really any way around it. Like
I mean, people want
he's
to
the
know
leader
who the
of the
hero.
first mission 30 years
Yeah.
ago. There he is on Mars. There's it's
People want to know like who
I'm
the
just-
hero.
no, he's
who
the
villain
big
is.
bad, and and I think if we. He set as a stretch goal at what is it 126.5.
Mhm. Yep.
That's the conversion, but if we fund, it'll probably get unlocked. Pretty much right away.
Mm.
We can unlock things whenever we want, so that's like if we hit that, it'll definitely unlock. If we're close to that, and I have to go to work, I'll probably just unlock it. Let people have at her.
All right, up next at 190,000 Canadian is the Red Walker Retro.
Yeah, so there you get the that retro sort of red suit again. That's the cracked, the cracked fishbowl.
Right.
That's so cool.
Potential for two extra heads packed in there as well.
And like you were saying, it is like it's anywhere between like 4 to 7, 4 to 6, like in terms of in between each tier, unlock. So yeah, because we just went from here 133.5 to 137.
Yeah, like 3.5 there. Just
Yeah.
like I said, we mapped this all out in US dollars, and it was meant to be 5,000 US between each.
Okay.
But those numbers in Canadian, this would have been like 194.3, and people would have been like, "Where did that come from? Like that doesn't make any sense." So we kind of just rounded them off in Canadian. So what I've been saying is like I have like the US dollar goals still in my head for the unlocks, and so when we hit those, I'll probably just unlock them. So they're kind of in between both of those numbers. So yeah.
But yeah, this is great. So this is what was, as we were seeing, the silhouettes, right, in each of these main astronaut packs, right? These are the hands that will get unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like,
and those
yeah.
will be added in
like
each of
here,
those
right? Those are the hands. The hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Unlocks.
So once we hit those, funding goal thresholds, you basically just get these packed in. If you've already backed for the figure, you just get more stuff for your $40 or whatever.
But this is for the hands. This particular one, we're gonna get to these little zombie parts. That's coming. But here we go. Boop. So then we have. All right. So now, Dr. Michael Locke, right? Was that there? It is 144.
That's it. Yeah, 144.
There we go. And again, that white suit. I want the white suit's great. This is white. Medical team.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, and then obviously, both the colorways you guys really picked. They all look awesome.
Yeah.
Like the red
Good color
pops,
schemes.
like like in the white again in that classic you were saying. So both of these are great. So this is at 148, and then the zombie parts. Boom. Right, where is it? Hold on. This is 155 is for the medical. Sorry, right?
No.
No,
148 is medical. Okay.
Yeah, and then 155 gets you that second pack in. So the rest of the shadowed parts that come with the astronauts, as well as the alternate heads that are packed in with the zombies, unlock at that.
So would that be something like this? Is that part of that? Or no? Is this something? Oh,
yep.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah. So at that threshold, everything is unlocked for all the figures, basically.
Oof, that is awesome. All right, and then we have 158, Georgia McBride, and then 165.5 for the Red Walker. And then, of course, we have the heads pack like we showed at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
And that's it.
And then you still have a potential. Oh, yeah, and then you're still hinting at the gruesome head pack, depending on.
Oh no, that's the gruesome head pack. We just
this is the gruesome. Head pack
we just
gruesome.
haven't shown anything. We're not that we're holding on to, till we get closer to that. So yeah, we're sort of hinting at other things and sort of revealing other things and stuff like that. But that card will be played pretty close to our chest until we get there. Those are unique ones. So if we don't get there, we could potentially save that for like wave 1.5 or whatever, a little further down the line.
I put the link in the chat. Click on it, explore it, back it, check it out. I mean, man, great work.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, that's what I'm that's what I'm here for. Is that like this is just fun. Oh, do you want to watch the video? You can watch the video.
Yeah.
So this was done by Arlen's good buddy Ryan Steele. And this is again, it's just fun.
Looking on the desolate surface of Mars. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Because your life is almost over.
There's the white suit.
Zombie waters lurking on the desolate surface of Mars. A cosmic thriller that blurs the line between science and fiction.
All right, I'm gonna have to change my pants. Wow, that was cool.
It's fun. It's just
all
of it's just fun, and we're just really really excited to be sort of doing this, and hopefully other people are sort of into it too.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Again, the link is in the chat right now. Go give this a look. Go give this a share. One thing I keep noticing, like oftentimes we say, hey, say you don't want a figure. That's okay. That you can simply, if you feel up for it, give a little money, or look at this original soundtrack and comic on digital. It's pretty affordable. You get a comic. So
yeah, and again, that was another thing where like I wanted there to be like an actual reward that wasn't like super cost prohibitive. So for like for $11, 15 Canadian, which is about 11 US right now, you can still get the digital bundle, which is the digital soundtrack as well as a digital like PDF version of the comic book. Hopefully, if like I said, if you don't need the figures or you can't back it right now because you backed a dragon, you can still help by backing for and still get a reward for like $10. So
Pretty awesome.
all right, fantastic. We should hop to the top 10 if we're gonna get to that tonight. And
How you doing on time, Adam? It's okay if you need to.
no, I'm good. I got,
all right?
like I said, I got about 20 more minutes, and then I got 25 minutes, and then I got to bounce to do another video. But yeah, let's jump in. Let's jump into the top 10.
Yeah, we can
All
breeze
right.
through.
And if I have to leave and you guys are still
Enjoy
going,
these.
I'll just
Fair enough.
see myself out.
And just so you guys know, I did not send out questions this week because I knew that we were going to be getting to hang out with you tonight. So, yeah, this is just going to be a fun little compliment rapid fire session. Again, celebrating all of the wonderful artists and pictures from this week.
The people that made the top 10 are like, but I had answers.
I know. Well, through the chat. Yeah, we'll get you. We'll get you.
again, this is the Instagram page for the Nameless Toy Company. Putting that again back into the chat. Feel free to hit follow, and again, it helps. This community is always so supportive. So any share and talking about this campaign, super helpful to begin with. All right. Now let's see if I can find the top 10. Here we are. All right, so this is the top 10 as of last Friday, voted by you in the ToyPic community. Coming in number 10th, we have Brick Toygrapher.
All right, so Adam, we like to, I'm not going to put you on the spot every time, but we don't like to soak up the compliments from our guests. So, is anything jumping out to you right away with this fantastic photograph?
I love this as a Lego fan. So before this was the toy room, when we were building this house, on the actual plans it said Lego room. Nice. Because I was doing way more Lego then than I was doing action figures. And so I appreciate this completely. And what I have to give a little bit of extra credit for is using the parts that a lot of people don't. So those are like the Friends color palette, or like, don't get that many bricks in those like turquoise and kind of violet colors. So you have to go out of your way to like find that stuff. It doesn't, it doesn't come with most sets. You have to kind of go off book a little bit when you want to go like real kind of high fantasy and sort of get into that. So yeah, I also, the frogs as sort of foliage, I love that. I've seen frogs used a bunch of different ways, and as pink frogs as what appear to be like foliage looks really, really cool.
Oh, that is interesting. Wow.
Yeah, I want to see more of this. Like, I want to see like the wider. Is there a behind the scenes or like a wider shot for this one? Because I'm like really curious about that one specifically.
I'm wondering if they used. So my daughter has a Lego set with like, it's like a bamboo tree with that colored. Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh,
Dragonstone shrine set.
It's a tree that you make with little like pink flowers on it.
Yeah, you can change the seasons for it and stuff. Yeah. Good call.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's used
That's
it.
cool.
He's used it there again, which is like, yeah, love that.
That's great. That's a great
Well,
one.
you just gave us that was way more insight than we've ever given Brick Toygrapher because we love their work. But in terms of that deep Lego knowledge, although I find it fascinating that like I was just going through and thinking of my toy stuff and like I have all these Lego sets because that's how I like started getting back into toys as an adult. I was like, I have all these like sets that I built.
Yeah, it's like somehow the like the toy that like wives allow and tolerate at first. and then my wife was like, "You have too much Lego," and I was like, "I have a solution for that.
Yeah,
I'll just start buying action figures." Okay, I'm done with Lego.
So true.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's I had it. When the UCS Millennium Falcon showed up, that was the beginning of the end.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Brick Toygrapher. Fantastic photo. Well done. And now we can go to
coming at number 10. We have on number 9. We have Major Tales Official.
Number 9. All right, who wants it? Chris, you want to take this one? I'll do the teacher.
Sure.
Thing. I'll just bounce around. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great when there's always a Carnage and Venom mashup. If I'm not mistaken, I believe these are the SH figures.
I would say that, yeah.
And I love a good matchup. I love what they're doing here. If I were to take off the veil, break the fourth wall, if we may say, I'm wondering if there's something holding that Venom figure off screen so that they captured that and they did some edge sharing right there to make that happen.
That'd be a nice touch.
But yeah, I love this.
Great action, great characters. Adam, what are you thinking?
I like it. I don't know which Venom and Carnage those are, but they look.
It's definitely the figure
the
arts.
SH figure arts.
Yeah, for sure.
Carnage is always like Venom is like everybody loves Venom, but Carnage is like kind of next level Venom. So it's always like when Venom is the good guy in a shot, you're kind of like, oh, this is extra cool.
I've always gravitated to any like Carnage, the design, the colors. Like I always loved it when his first appearance was awesome, and I will pick up any Carnage figure. Like that's that's a thing. Like anything that comes out, I'm picking it up.
The Maximum Carnage comic run,
yes,
and then in the video game, that's like forever love. So well done, Major Tales Official. Congratulations on coming in 9th place, and now we go to DMC Fig Toyography.
Who's in the chat? I don't know if he still is, but he was earlier.
Well, Chewing, you're up.
I was just gonna say this is excellent. I love the use of all these different figures in their street clothes version. I love when people use it. A good just falling in love with Mezco this year, so I'm really appreciating this.
Yeah, we know.
That Popeye was the reissue, right? That was the reissued version that I still keep thinking about every now and then.
That is the reissued, which I have right here that I haven't opened yet.
I think about it, but
do you have a Popeye?
I do not have a Popeye. I do
get the Popeye, man.
I know.
Then you're like you can be one and done on Popeye if you get that.
Yeah, that's it.
I know.
Like there's not another Popeye that you need if you have one.
There really isn't. Boss Mike does a great Popeye. This is a really good Popeye, though.
Well, Adam, what are you thinking? What do you like about this photo?
Man, it's got so many good things going for it. Like the dial looks fantastic. The angle, the lighting, those figures look great. I don't have any Mezco figures.
What? Not one?
Really? Not yet.
Wow.
Not yet.
Self-restraint.
Definitely one coming your way during Legion's Con.
But yeah, I mean it just looks really good. And I think when you get sort of these real world Dio type things with soft goods, it really does kind of blur that line. Like certain things look like toys even when the dio's perfect and the lighting's perfect and stuff like that. which I personally don't have a problem with. But this is like, this looks like it's from like a Scorsese movie or something. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like there's like a visceral kind of realness to this.
Yeah.
That you don't get without those soft goods, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it has
you
that
know what?
Dutch tilt for that uneasiness, as you're saying, that movie feel. And then Yimbo's probably going to mention this, the triangle composition of the eye lines between the three main characters. No, I just have that voice in my head.
No, I was gonna say, like, we're talking about this Dio, and to me, I think that it's an extreme set, and they do go well with you were saying, with the soft goods. And again, credit to DMC Figtography, because like, I have a few, and that it can be a challenge. We see stuff that sometimes, like, if you don't light it right, it looks like cardboard. So, like, but when you light it beautifully like this, you get a stunning hyper realism. So, again, credit to DMC for again, awesome job with the shot.
Awesome.
And KJ, I'm not that moist right now. I'm all dry. All right.
Moving on to number 7.
Number 7.
Ooh, Carded Ghosts.
All right, Christopher, take it away.
I love, just starting off, I grew up with Voltron. Like, anything like big Zord bots were awesome. I wish I got into Gundam, mainly because this photo rocks. Like, look, like the scale of it. I wonder if that little person comes with that Gundam.
I would say no.
That looks like a Wonder Man. Like wasn't it?
It does look like Wonder Man.
Right, the Legends.
It does.
I'm also curious what scale which set this is, because
what scale is this?
I don't know how big that Wonder Man is. But I would guess that this might be like master grade, like 1/100th scale.
You think it's that big, really?
Well, 1/100th scale is about 6.5 inches tall. For Gundam.
Oh, got it.
It's like 1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Where was this?
1/100.
This should have been in the news.
1-to-100. Well, they have it. They have one in.
That's actually
Japan.
Carded Ghost on the shoulder. He built it. It's 1-to-1. The thing's like 150 feet tall, and he had to climb all the way up there to get the. Yeah, he had to set up his camera and then run up there to take the shot.
In Japan, they do have a 1-to-1 scale Gundam, and I think they have a few that they've swapped out.
They have. I think they currently have 2. I think there's been 4 total, and I actually think there's one in China as well. But
one in China too. Wow,
I think so.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Like,
yeah.
Carter goes. This is a fantastic photo. Really great composition, and again, just it's a nice shot of hopefulness and
another
resolve, right?
And a lot of warmth in the lighting. So, great job.
Yeah.
And I will. I mean, I'm not a toy photographer, so you guys can feel free to chime in and be like, you're totally wrong. But getting a shot that looks that good when it's backlit is not that easy.
No.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like a lot of that warmth from the sun is kind of on the back, but you still get, tons of, definition, and you can still very clearly see what you're looking at, which I don't know how to do that, but
I'm still figuring it out. But bounce cards?
Yes.
Question mark?
You probably use like 100 of them.
Yeah. If we say Trevor's name 2 more times, maybe he could
and educate.
Bounce cards.
he's probably talking about the dragon somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Well, congratulations, Card Ghost. Moving on to number 6.
Ooh.
Insta figurine.
Man, Insta figurine. This is Insta figurine's account is very creative. I've been following for a long time, and like again, super everyday, like incredibly funny superhero related, like everyday life photos. So seeing some cool action out of this is a nice change of pace. So this is very nice. Is that the McFarlane horse?
That's what I was gonna say. I think it is because it.
I think so. It's not the mythic.
No. Using this figure is interesting because that figure kind of sucks. Like it doesn't move very well, and it doesn't like you can't do anything with it because of that coat and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I
it's like-
have it too. I know.
Like credit to Instafigurine for like actually making this look way cooler of a figure than it kind of is.
I do love the very subtle kick up of dust around the horse's legs.
Yeah.
Very good touch.
Yeah.
Look at the grass.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been
Grass
nice.
is awesome.
There's been a lot of an influx. I noticed after all this time. I've seen like I now have fake grass, like turf, that I was able to pick up on the fairly cheap. It's been like making the rounds, so it's good for us as toy photographers again that these things are out there. Here's a shout out to Michael's. I was there this weekend, and even I stopped by today. They have moss, like it's a mat of fake moss with mounds, and I'm like,
a square foot of like moss.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't
falls
need to.
apart,
Okay.
but it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like a mounds. I'm like, I need a Shire. I can make a Shire. Give me my Lord of the Rings figures.
That's what Yimbonia needs, a Shire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs a Shire.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, congratulations, it's a figurine, and now let's head into our top 5. Number 5.
Wait, like Opukam?
Sure.
We always say we try to get people's handles right, so we're gonna do our best. Opuchem.
Opachem. Opakem.
I say Opukam.
Okay. Well, who is this character? Is this My Hero Academia?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
All right.
answered your own question. Don't know who
That's
the
as
character
far
is.
as I know this.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you guys. I don't know the IP.
Yeah.
Apart from knowing that it's My Hero Academia, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's the main character.
Okay.
But
And I
somebody
do
that
love-
loves My Hero Academia is gonna be like, it's not the main character.
No, and that's like,
don't-
look,
Ensemble cast.
it's a good thing the toxic side of Star Wars fandom doesn't know about us, because I've been just butchering lore. all over the place.
Anti-droids.
Don't you dare! No.
Well, I mean, they're not alive, so it doesn't.
I'm surprised nobody called me. I saw a reel going around Instagram this weekend too of like people pushing over these robots.
Oh, I
Did
saw
you
that.
see that?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
but I
people
felt
that go to Disneyland or whatever. Like, push
I
over
feel
the
bad.
toys. Yeah,
I can't-
what kind of monster is like? Yeah, you know what I should do to this? Just kick it over. Like what?
See, I know you guys all break my chops and bust my balls over the droids, but however, like I'm the guy that like tears up at like what was it, iRobot, artificial intelligence, all these different. I'm like, but now they're sentient. Oh no.
Guys are the humans.
That's why if I ever use ChatGPT, my first word in the prompt is please.
Yeah, you know what? I say please too. I know I've joked that I'm always gonna side with humanity, but you know, robots. I understand your use. Oh, Wade create. just
Yeah,
just
I
bring
know.
out these super. Oh my goodness! All right, so great shot right here. Awesome
Great shot.
edits. For me, it's posing and the pop, the background,
Yes.
that nice boom, and
Absolutely
then that
agree.
editing in there. I
And
think
this
it
looks
really.
like a cool figure too. I'm looking at the articulation. It has it all.
So there was the Revel text, but this looks like I think SHF just put out in this.
Yeah,
this-
it's like brand new. They just started.
Yeah.
I think they just picked up the IP, and I think now they've already revealed like 2 or 3 others.
Yeah.
To you know, a lot of happy collectors. I think. I don't, like I said, I don't know it, so I don't I don't know the collectors of this line either. But
Well, that goes to the next YouTube show that we're going to be starting. It's a Hero Academia watch along with Adam. So
That's right. Oh,
you know what? I gotta phrase this correctly. I was about to say my problem with a lot of these anime. It's not a problem. It's my problem. The problem that I have that is not related to the anime but to me is that like you look at like One Piece and there's like 8,000 episodes.
Yeah.
And you're like, I
totally.
can never in my lifetime
It's
catch up. How does
and
that?
now-
How do they even have that many episodes? Has history
Yeah.
existed for that long? Let alone
like
a
Dragon
cartoon?
Ball. Like I remember my cousin was like, dude, I'm gonna go back and order you. I'm like, oh, that's neat. And it's like 800. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, God bless, man. I have a job.
Yeah, I'll
I
say
can't even commit to most shows that are like 10 episodes.
If you do Dragon Ball, then Z, then GT, then go back to Super, and then do like Daima, I think that covers all of them. Like you'd be.
Nerds.
yeah, going to One Piece. Going to One Piece. Watch that new Netflix show. I love that.
I do too.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a great show.
I think Netflix, for what they do, just keep making them. Stop with these like 3-year pauses.
Oh my gosh,
Like-
yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that
tough. That's tough.
There's
That one
800
did take a
episodes of
while
One
to film,
Piece.
though.
Get your ass moved to Netflix.
I think that one took a while because of the sets and everything, though. So
Yeah, a lot of it was practical. Like, didn't they build
Yeah.
like pirate ships and stuff? And like,
I mean,
yeah.
that ship looked pretty real. It didn't
Yeah.
look, you know.
No, that
Yeah,
show
the
was
production
I-
in that was crazy.
Yeah, anime wise, like Dragon Ball was sort of always my thing, and then Gundam. I've watched like a bunch of the Gundam series.
Oh, have you?
And then like, but then there's new stuff that comes out, and I'm like, if I get in now, I won't be behind 800 episodes. So like, Dan to Dan, and
Oh yeah.
I just started. What's
People are talking about Kaiju number 8.
yeah, that's on my list. I think after the Kickstarter ends and I'm not busy for 27 hours every day. Sakamoto Days is like a new Netflix one. It's only a few episodes in. It's kind of fun, but like an ex hitman. It's not amazing. It's not like you're gonna knock people over, but Dan to Dan is a ton of fun. That Daima, the Dragon Ball Daima, it's cute and fun. It's not groundbreaking either, but
I saw that little 2.5-inch Vegeta for $35.
adorable.
I want
It's
it,
tiny,
but
though.
also
So-
It is
35
tiny.
bucks.
$35 for
That-
2.5 inches of black. I
That's
couldn't do
minimum
it. I couldn't
Vegeta.
do it.
I know.
For my level of fandom, everyone. For my, again, not knocking it, just I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself.
Totally,
What's interesting
totally.
about
I get it.
Bandai and SH just having figures in Target? I saw a stripped down version of Ultraman Ryzen, like SH figure arts at Target for like $35.
$35, yeah.
It's like, oh, is this where we're going? I can get like the basic.
I'm super into everything that SHF has been doing with their various lines. But I digress, everyone.
Number
Moving on.
We're already getting our we're already
yeah,
getting teased for not knowing my hero, but
Yeah, I might
Let's move on.
have to duck out after number 4, which I'm kind of bummed
That's
about.
fine.
I'll probably still watch while I'm starting another show that I'm supposed to be on in like 5 minutes.
oh well, we're real quick. Where are you going next, so people can tune in? Because we'll be ending it, so we can kind of send some
Yep.
people over.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm jumping over to the Collection Nexus after this. So they go
Great,
live
guys.
at 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern. So if you have questions, that weren't answered this time around, you got 2 more hours where you can ask me more questions.
Well, it's good that you're so enjoyable to hang with, Adam.
Well, that's thank you. I'm flattered.
Yeah, man. All
I
right.
absolutely appreciate your time. But moving on to number 4, congratulations, Opukem. We have Hecla Figs.
Love it.
Lego
Oh,
action.
Another
More
Lego.
And on that note, bye guys. Thanks for
Adam,
Bye.
Adam, thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah.
Really,
Thank you, guys.
And we'll be ringing that bell and sounding the alarm for you until the end of the month. So let's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
go, man.
guys.
So good luck. Best of luck.
Yeah.
All right.
Hecla Figs.
Damn, this shot is awesome. That composition with the trees. Boom. I love that bokeh in the back.
The house in the back?
Bam.
Crazy.
Man, this is great.
Do you think that's a Lego house in the back?
I think this is a nice blend of. I think there's really great editing. A lot of great editing
Yeah,
going
no
on in
doubt.
this photo.
Wow.
So it could be a Digirama. I would go with more Digirama.
It's very
Personally.
much digital base, at the very least. You know, we know that.
The trees are beautiful. Cool.
But man, speaking of that, Chris, you know, I was looking today on Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and I really wanted to buy that cabin we never bought.
Oh, really?
Can we just like do it like Can we buy that at the next con and we just build it and paint it?
I really
like,
do
in
want
the
to
night?
build.
Like crowdsource.
Still
paint
at
the
my
cabin?
Hobby Lobby. It's
Is
still
it?
at my Hobby Lobby. I've been tempted too. It looks great, doesn't
I
it?
know, I know. And then I was looking at other doll houses. I was just straight up being like, maybe I'll just buy a doll house with a porch.
I would
There's
have.
some really nice cottages.
You know, I would have loved if you came on the stream with a new dollhouse. I would have loved that.
It's gonna happen soon because like I got this bug in my head and now
Yeah,
I
but
know.
we were just together. That could have been the Saturday night for us.
It could have been.
building a dollhouse.
Well, it didn't hit me until now. Oops.
That would be so good.
Well, Heckla Figs, thank you for reminding
Fantastic
me
job.
of my current dollhouse obsession that was just from today. So,
Yeah, thanks for sparking that back up, Yimbo. Jeez, now I'm thinking about it.
all right, number 3, we have.
Psycho
Psychopoda shots? Psychopoda shots? Piscopoda shots. Piscopoda shots.
Piscopato? Piscopato.
Yeah, Piscopada.
It's a. All right. We're doing again. Trying to get our name down. But in the meantime, what a banger of a shot. Deadpool and Cable. Hell yeah.
You know what I need? I need more barrels that have toxic waste in it. Like I want that barrel. That thing's awesome.
That is really cool.
Right?
I like that.
Can you make some of those no chewing, like with the danger sign and everything?
Probably. Put that on my list of things to do.
Yeah, there's a long list.
I mean, granted, my 3D printer, and I know we discussed it. Like, yeah, you can get one in your office, Chris. But mine is currently holding papers and comics I got from Toy.Father. Like it's, you know, like how like you hang clothing on a treadmill. Right
Yeah,
now, my
no,
3D
totally.
printer is a desk.
I can see it collecting a lot of different things on top of it.
But back to the photo.
Yeah, no,
We
I'm
need
just.
another Cable dead. They need to reunite again in the comics. I think.
I think so too. Yeah.
Right? They had a great run for a while.
I'm really trying to figure. I'm not sure what is that the. That's not the Hydra Bob Deadpool. Or no, it is.
No,
it is. Never
It's
mind.
like
Articulated
his
toes.
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe the head
look at
sculpt
that
head
is a little
sculpt.
different though.
Definitely different head sculpt. Very large, more oval eyes on there. I never ended up picking up that Cable Legends, but he looks great.
That Cable came and went though. It was
That
you know, it was-
Zabu wave,
Yeah.
blinking and missed it.
Love
But like
that
Wade
Cable.
Crate said, yeah, great shot either way. This is really spectacular.
Yeah.
And again, do you happen to be? No, I guess we're not in the chat. So again, I apologize for not sending out the questions today. I just knew that with our guests, we wanted to make sure we got
Oh, good.
some nice.
All good.
Time
it's a
to,
great, fantastic photo. They did a great
yeah.
job posing the figures, and I love the additional like added effects on the. Well, I'm just gonna say blasters, but we know what they are, and really cool. And of course, now I have a homework assignment to make a toxic hazard, bins or barrels for people.
Red filament. Yep.
That would be good.
Right?
They make metallic filament.
Ooh. Okay, do that one.
That would be good. Okay. All right, that makes
Great job.
And then hang on a second, I was gonna do because maybe we could just real fast. Nah, never mind. Okay, you're good.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations, Piscopato shots.
Piscopada shots.
Piscopada
Piscopada
shots?
shots.
I
Again, we're doing our
apologize.
best. That's it all. Again, fantastic work. Go check out, again, perfect opportunity. We always say it, but each week, as you come across anybody that is new to you, please go check them out. Go check out this post over on the ToyPic community.
Yep.
Makes it really easy to tag and then go check out and follow and love on some photos.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we normally say this, and of course, we love everyone in the chat. If you have not done so already, please click like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, all the good stuff. We know most of you have already done it because we love you and you show up. So, moving on to number 2, we have
Number 2.
Toy Photo Guy.
Ooh,
Is this a new Barb?
this
So
is
this
the new
is-
one.
I do wish I told myself I didn't care because we were at Toy Fair and I'm like, Zolocon, that's okay. I don't need another one. But this is straight up like, it is a really cool He-Man Conan inspired action figure. And he looks great. And yeah, this is, I kind of want it.
This was a Mythic Legion Zolocon exclusive that came out.
Well,
a
it's
couple
not a
weeks ago.
Zolocon exclusive. It was a Zolocon
Release.
Drop.
release.
Yeah.
This will be showing up at other conventions that Mythic are attending, and I think it goes for a wider release way down in the back end of this year.
It will definitely go for retail. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's certainly, and this, here he is facing off against the Snake Man, the surprise drop of Legion's Con. So, yeah, great action. A nice combo of Dio with a Digirama. I think I have that brick wall. I literally just set up like my Mythic inspired, like actual old Yimbonia tonight. I got all fired up. So I have those. That's another Michaels thing. There's 2 of them. They can click together. They're good for the record.
That looks great.
But
This is a fantastic shot. Again, first release, and yeah, I'm definitely interested in picking up this figure later on in the year, hopefully at Legion's Con.
Oh yeah.
All right. Nice job, Toy Photo Guy.
Beautiful. Moving on to the number one place this week.
Ooh, and Dark Realms Iram is in the chat. Woo! First place, congratulations. So Dark Realm, I see you right there. So we're again, not to try to give you too much little active homework right now, but we can do a live question and answer thing. So our first one, as we compliment this picture, if you would like to tell us anything in particular about the photo in regards to dioramas, for instance, if there's any plugs you'd like to drop, let us know. Second one would be, as you guys, we like to focus on the good. So what is something that is bringing you joy from the toy community right now? And then the third one I started asking was if there's anybody else in your friends circles, and I know it's not meant to be a popularity contest, just friends that come to mind that you'd like to shout out. And again, we have a wonderful community here, and so anybody else you'd like to go, send our chat to go support.
And while you come back with those answers, let's take a walk through Dark Realm Diorama's Instagram page. Oh, hello.
That is sick.
Oh, it's a little bit of a continuation from the photo that won the top spot.
I like it. Rad. Oh yeah, see this is good storytelling, good use of like a scene once you get the lighting and everything going. That is something else.
I guess we should stop and talk about this. Yeah, but what do you like about this photo?
Oh, the attitude. It's like it perfectly encapsulates Gambit, in every way, shape, and form. And
is this the Gambit that got away for you?
This is the Mezco.
The Mezco, yeah. It's okay. I got that. It was the universe. The universe wanted me to have Deadpool. It's okay.
Look how shiny the armor is, though. That's awesome.
What about you, Chris? So mine is all about that oozing machismo.
Yeah, I departed with my Mezco Gambit, but man, this photo makes it look good. I really like what they did. It is kind of hard to pose with that trench coat. So the fact that they got the arms up like that is kind of an accomplishment, but really, really awesome job.
I like the look of that Mezco jacket too, even more so than my actual Mafex because I don't. It's just gonna make a Nofx joke again, but
I feel like I said this to No.Chewing one time. I wish if you put this jacket and mix it up with the Mofx one, you would have the perfect Gambit jacket. I
think you're right. I think Mofx need. Yeah, that's certainly a jacket you can swap out, and there are others out there that are better. When I play with Gambit, he doesn't have the jacket on.
Yeah. Well, Dark Realm has some dollar store and everything. Dry brush like crazy. Broke the stick.
Isn't that the? I know that feeling well, and that sucks. And I'm sorry. That stinks.
I'm all about the pics from Felix. I don't know his tag though. I'll tag him.
Great. Ooh, all right, pics from Felix.
Okay.
And thanks, guys. Love your stuff. The page gives me ideas. Dead on about the Mifex Mexico blood. Yeah.
That would be perfect world, right? In order to get your perfect figure, buy 2 really expensive solo figures.
Hey, better than together. 3 separate solo figures to make the perfect figure.
Also true. Also true.
All right,
but, man. Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Hell of a job! What a great top 10! What a great! This is just a blast. It
was a fun night.
Yeah. Space zombies from Mars. Adam's awesome.
Adam is like he really knows how to have a great conversation with people, you know.
Yeah,
and he's passionate about this community. It's great, and people that clearly, if they're familiar with him, they know that Adam has his own YouTube channel, highly articulated. And highly articulated on Sundays at 5 o'clock. He normally has a show talking about a bunch of different things like toys or guests or Animal Wars of the Kingdom. So lots of good content.
What you got there, Yimbo?
I finally opened this weekend.
Turn on the lights.
I did.
Oh, inside. In the back? Oh, there you go. That's it. That's it.
Oh, you want to see inside?
He likes the booty.
Yeah, see, all those lights are awesome.
Wait, who's driving?
Yimbo is.
Of course.
Hey, he's got to be the main character in his own story. He really does. So, I mean...
Yeah, that's me. I will say this. I love everything about this. I opened it with my son because I had here. Hold on.
Was he really into it?
Yes, because I showed him this. I said, this was the one that Daddy had when I was growing up. And he, lost his mind. He's so into this whole, the jet, the old school. So it was really cool because that Batmobile is certainly, oh my God, taking it out was it was again, scratching the itch for little me, right? My inner child. I'm like, this thing is gorgeous. My one complaint, who else has the McFarlane one?
Oh, I don't have the McFarlane. It's the
you have the DC Direct.
Yeah.
No, I have the McFarlane one. Why? What's wrong? It's still in the box.
This is so heavy duty and beautiful and literally and gorgeous. And this is the cheapest canopy of all time. So, I don't know, Todd, why, but this track, it got stuck.
You know,
and I thought I was gonna snap it off. I swear to God, it got hooked. So Chewy, you have to be so careful. Again, so cheap. The one most important piece to this is he decided to make.
I feel like the canopy on the 89 one was pretty cheap too. It actually was a different color than the actual rest of the vehicle itself, but yeah.
But that vehicle, oh my God, it's gorgeous. Ultimately, you just have to be careful. So Chewy, you have to be careful because that track it's on is garbage. It's garbage. It's a toy, Machu. I should be able to play with my toy. Darn it. Oh, man. And yeah, look at Wade create. See, again, Wade, you're awesome, man. And look at that. So Felix action figures, guys, that's fantastic, and I hope more of you also. I'll go check them out now too. I got
way to
it.
support.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, I can take a look.
I'll do the same.
Action figures.
Well,
Can you, while we do that, check out the
Oh, this is a good.
Zombies in Space. Oh gosh, Space Zombies from Mars Kickstarter. Honestly, he really talked me into it. Like
yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's wrap up
the
on this
price point. Everything really speaks to us in terms of like what's going on in the toy world right now, and it looks like it's a lot of fun. It's military figures in space with zombies. Pretty awesome.
If you had to pick 3 of these figures, Yeah.
With the unlocks, or the
yeah,
unlocks, or
an entire thing, presuming that everything unlocks.
all right. So definitely the medical one, right?
Medical,
Doc-
yeah.
And the Red
Dr.
Walker,
Locke.
Red Walker medical. Does that count as 1 or 2?
2.
And I really want Spike Spectre.
Okay, get that retro look, the vibe.
Retro
and it's
look.
a baddie, so
And
It's so tough because I want, like, I feel like you have to get, like, the astronaut and the zombie. It's really hard. It's like...
Was there an orange one?
There is
Okay.
orange,
Yes.
yep. An orange.
Georgia. I want Georgia.
Yeah.
yeah, this is the one that I want the most,
Yeah, Georgia's awesome.
and then I want this one second. And
I kind of want the
probably
glow in the
other
dark. I really want the glow in the dark. So that... I want the glow in the dark. Look at that.
That one's cool.
one. That's cool. That's cool because you can do the pop and swaps.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start to like incorporate these pieces and all the other figures as well.
And it has that
And-
fishbowl. Remember the special fishbowl that can rotate around for pictures.
Just going back, like if you do that last all-in bundle, it's only about $240. You know, for 8
Oh, for
items.
For the 8.
Yeah.
And then what we were saying, 184. Again,
It was
we know
like-
that, guys, like we were saying at the stop, Adam said it multiple times. Like, this is, again, we're just trying to help bring this vision, this dream to life. We know that Adam and his team are very passionate creators. The toys are going to be awesome. They're going to be fantastic. So
I mean, this
Yeah,
is
we
a
saw them. They look great.
interesting. For
Yeah.
$181, you get basically 3 deluxe figures. You get the 2 zombies. You get a limited edition vinyl, which is
Yep.
awesome. I really love this. The
I
aspect
know.
that there's a vinyl for this Kickstarter, and then you get a physical edition of the comic book too.
We have talked about a lot of Kickstarters, a lot. I do feel like this one was very thoughtful. If you talk to Adam, like price point was important to him as well as setting themselves apart. The soundtrack is something that sets themselves apart from
Oh,
many other
absolutely.
Kickstarters.
mm-hmm.
And the price point alone, just keep in mind, $181.
181, 260 Canadian, but yes.
So the figures range between 25 to 40 ish. I think that's incredible.
Yeah, I do too. It's pretty amazing. And just know that this is getting in on the Kickstarter. If you decide to buy them once it's back, like if you decide to buy them like in a store, it's gonna be more money,
Yeah.
at least $5 more. So,
Yes.
so
Agrees.
But yeah, as we always say, however you are able to support the campaign, again, whether it's even
point.
just spreading word of mouth, it will help because, even somebody like Toy.Father didn't know that it was live.
it's all right.
All
Hey,
good.
Hey, we've had a lot of life things happening. We get it. We had a lot of Toy Fair coverage. We were very
That-
inundated in the toys.
and at the unlock at what $1 million, that Laserman zombie. That's what I was working on.
That's true.
Oh.
That's true. You had. But by the way, Machu swap and mop. Sitting here dying about laughing at that. Sorry. Too good. Too good.
Well, Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Fantastic night. Another TPC night. What else do we got going on this week? Anything? I swear I won't click it.
You cut me off. I know it.
I'm not gonna.
This week, if you have not seen it already, we have some footage and interviews from Toy Fair. We have a couple more that we'll be posting throughout this week, and that will wrap up the Toy Daddies coverage of Toy Fair. So keep an eye out for that. And then we've also been posting some fun stuff on Instagram, trying to branch out and do some more, just having fun with this hobby.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
toys are great. We love our action figures. We love our 1/12 scale, but we love toys, and we love looking to the good of life and hanging out with all of you. You guys are awesome.
Exactly. Love it.
Unite my toy collectors, photographers, and more. We had some fun tonight, but we're out of pictures to explore. We thank you for your time. It was nothing but sublime. Though it's time to go to bed, don't be filled with dread, because next week we'll be right here. Your toy daddies will appear to bring you joy and laughter every night and here on after.